You ever heard the maxim that mindset is key to your success? It's so true, and I want to walk you through a few examples. It's going to make absolute sense for you that why mindset is key to you investing successfully and coming out the other side making money. My name is Fahd Dawood. I talk about real estate, your life, my life, and our path to allowing financial abundance coming to us. I'm the author of The Intelligent Real Estate Investor. You can buy it off Amazon or the ebook at the bottom below. If you want my services, buying a property, evaluating an opportunity, a real estate strategy session, there is a contact form below and you can reach out to me. So check this out. I'm going to give you two examples why mindset is key and why sometimes people are prisoners of their own subconscious mind. Okay, and how you perhaps, when you're stepping into the real estate industry as an agent, as an investor, must address this before you're going to be able to successfully work as an agent or an investor. What do I mean? Check this out. Hey, maybe I'll share 3 stories, okay? I was dealing with an investor very recently, okay? It's less than a month back. And we were about to close a deal, and the person at that stage stepped back and he said, I don't know what's gonna happen. Check out this weird pandemic situation. I hope things turn out well. And I said, okay, listen. Now, generally speaking, what I would tell the investors, I would go through a complete list of why it logically makes sense to buy now, why the market's pretty much at a bottom. Like I'm not suggesting that the market's at a bottom, but of course I'll give him facts on where I think the market is right now, why this is a good opportunity, what was his original purpose? Maybe he wants to live in this property, right? Why worry about it? Okay. Now, generally speaking, I would go through all the reasons to logically take him from where he is to explain to him why it's a good decision that he's made. But what you need to recognize, and what I recognize, is that his doubt is not coming from his conscious mind, it's coming from the subconscious. So should I address his conscious mind where the logical part is, where his ego is, and should I go through a list of logical reasoning? I could, but the reality is it's his subconscious that's bringing doubt into him, right? And essentially what I said, look, hold on, stop, okay, stop. Just think about it. You're buying this property. Why? You've done your homework. How long did it take you to do your homework? You're buying this property. Just think that good will come from this. You're not at this stage a prisoner of your doubts. You are a person who's going forth. Now, here's the thing. If you feel bad's gonna happen, well, guess what? Bad things happen to good people because they're constantly feeling those thoughts, thinking about those thoughts, and then they're attracting bad things as well. So same thing applies to real estate or any other thing that you're doing as an agent and investor. Look, check your mindset, educate yourself, get in check with, I don't want to call it realities, but just understand the market, understand where you're making the decisions from, and then step in without being a prisoner of your subconscious mind and just clear your mindset. Look, don't be too greedy. Don't be too easy. Do your due diligence. Do your homework. There is no such thing as passive income. Like, okay, I personally think this has been okay, I don't want to comment on this. Let's leave the passive income, okay? Maybe there is passive income, okay? And it's coming for you and me. So let's not address that. But check this out. Look, get the right mindset in place before you enter the investment industry, okay? Now I'm going to explain something to you. Because your subconscious, my subconscious, our subconscious holds us hostage from letting us grow and expand when it comes to investment, okay? Story number 1, actually, I don't need the board for this. I know an investor, extremely big, extremely huge, okay? But he couldn't make successful deals, or he couldn't go through with deals successfully because when he came close to closing a deal, he would have this I would call them panic attacks. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he used to get panic attacks, and the reason, I'll tell you why. This is a story, it happened with him 20 years ago, okay? 20 years ago, somebody sold him a car. So a friend of his, a so-called friend of his, sold him a car. What did he do? Essentially, the friend was moving out of Dubai, and he went to this person. He said, look, you know, this is that sports car that you've always admired, you've always loved, and you've always wanted to have. I'd like you to have it. He said, great. What do I need to do? Nothing, just, you know, because I'm in such a big hurry, I need to leave the country. This is all you need to pay me, and great. And my friend, this person, this investor, was getting an absolute bargain, right? Cool. And his friend tells him, because this is 20 years ago, like his friend tells him, hey, listen, you know, to transfer the property into your name, we just have to do a few, some paperwork. And, you know, he takes him to the bank or some insurance company, does some paperwork. And then what happens is, after 6 months, the bank's calling this investor and telling him, like, you know, you owe us money. I think it was a lot of money, because, you know, cars in Dubai, they don't appreciate, they depreciate. So this person had bought this car, it wasn't what it was worth, and what he needed to pay the bank, he just gave it to him, never told him that there are these outstanding payments on the car. And he essentially took money from this person, this investor, and just went away to the US. And I asked this investor, why did you sign? Why didn't you understand what was happening? He said, you know, I just trusted this person. He just said, sign here, sign here. And from that day onward, in 20 years, whenever he's signing any document, he's always thinking, oh my God, something's wrong. Something wrong's going to happen. And believe me, I actually saw him go through a very painful process on a 20 million deal. On a 20 million deal. The deal didn't even go through, but it was painful. It was him and his partners, 3 of them, 20 to 25 million deal. It was painful. The person who was involved with them in the transaction couldn't carry it all the way through. And, you know, this person, again, he was like just burned. But, you know, I personally feel that sometimes you got to let go, relax, do your due diligence, and not kind of keep thinking, because if you keep thinking, you kind of like attract that garbage to you, right? 20 years and he's still now scared of signing because he signed once. Anyways, there was a good ending to this story. I don't need to get into what they did, but that still ended well. But he was still very, 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 very scared every time, you know. So you're an investor, you got to make deals. Every time you're about to make deal, you get nervous because you got to put a signature, and then you're a hostage to your subconscious mind that's put fear in your mind, right? Another time I was dealing with a client, that was 3 years ago, and you know, Dubai's got paperwork, right? And any question you ask me, either I know the answer or I'm going to get you the answer, right? So when he was completing the paperwork, he had I think he had 10 or 20 questions, and each time I answered his question and everything was okay. But this person's story is that, you know, I think he made one misstep with some kind of document back in his day, and I think he had to quit the Navy or the Army because of that. So now every time he gets into any kind of documentation, he's got this thing in his mind that says, you know, maybe something's wrong going to happen. Now here's what I want to say to you, right? Look, guys, even before you step into the real estate world, work on cleaning your energy and your thoughts around money, right? Money does grow on trees. Money is available in abundance. Dubai is a brilliant example of that, right? There is tons and tons and tons and tons of opportunity available, right? Now, if you come into real estate or any other transaction with a scarcity mindset, which says, you know, I must get the most out of this and the other person must lose and go away crying for me to feel that I won, that's just wrong, because you're going to then get into situations where you're going to have to cry and the other person's going to be winning. So cleanse your energy and cleanse your mind and thinking around money, right? Until and unless you do that, real estate or any other investments not going to work out for you. I don't want to say not going to work out for you. It's going to be challenging, right? And who wants challenges, right? Life is beautiful. Life is great. Life is there to be enjoyed. So, let's enjoy it. Invest, make money, and be happy. Ciao for now. If this has helped you, press the like button, subscribe button, and the bell icon. Leave a comment below if you disagree. Even if you agree, I'd love to hear from you. Bye.